Hello, 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 hello. Tuesday. Hello, welcome to Tuesday. Evening stream this time. Let's see, how's that music level? Yeah, so I think it's been over a week, and I've been working on the trailer for this thing, and I've made some good progress. One of the things I had to do for the trailer was to do the opening title animation, so I finally got that done. That's what it looks like. That's going to go at the end of the trailer. Ta-da! Hey, Valenki. Been a while. Nice to see you. And yeah, so the yeah, you like the sparkles? Nice, thanks. Yeah, I want lots of magic. How you been? And I'm just gonna keep talking in case someone watches a replay. I figure. Oh yeah, so also I'm trying to say at the beginning of these, generally I start these for a couple minutes with like progress updates on what I've been up to, and then I get into just working. So this is the progress update section. And you're doing homework right now? Oh, fun. I hope it's somewhat fun anyway. But yeah, so I've been working on the trailer. Valinki, last time I saw you, I think probably I wasn't planning on doing the trailer before I finished the first episode. I was probably planning on finishing probably finishing the episode first. That was the original plan. But the episode has taken so much longer. And then I still have, honestly, maybe a couple more months of work to finish it. So I decided, okay, I gotta finish this trailer. And I need a break from the episode anyway. So I jumped on to doing the trailer. So I'll end up putting that out as soon as it's done. And I started animating it. Yeah, figured. So the concept for the trailer is kind of like a vlog style. Clio is our vlogger for, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking too. Good promotion. Maybe I can get some interest. I might even try like a GoFundMe or something, because otherwise I'll have to stop and do a lot of freelance work to keep paying my bills. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, the concept of the trailer is like a vlog type thing, and Clio is kind of introducing the show and talking about the characters and what they're all doing. And because the first episode doesn't really answer many of those questions at all, and I don't want people to just be confused the whole time. And also, Cleo's not in the first episode, so I thought it'd be fun to have some time with Clio in the trailer. So the audio is gonna not play for this, but I'll show the animation anyway. I've got the animation of the first two shots of it done. And we come out onto the deck of the ship. And this is like the big reveal of the ship flying through the air. And then this part's not animated yet. This is just in layout. But Cleo's kind of like walking around and pointing out the different characters and saying hi to them and talking about them and introducing them. And then we cut to a montage while Cleo's talking of like some of the different shots from the first episode that I finished. So the envy. Well, just go ahead and spend a year and a half on something. I'm sure it'll be nothing to envy. You'll have something you're very proud of. I don't know if I understood you right, but Yeah, so the voice is recorded. I did the voice for Clio. And yeah. So yeah, today. Ooh, dragon character. Yeah, this big giant one. Is that what you're? Yeah, that's Zinda. Zinda's kind of this like magical nature character, which is a big part of the first episode. Yeah. So today, what I'll be working on is the facial mocap cleanup, because I am using facial mocap for these. I'm animating the body the traditional way, which is pretty easy for most of this trailer because most of it you don't see Clio's body. And that is by design because I want to get this done. So really I just have to animate that gesture, and I have to animate these other characters, you know, like waving to Clio or something. But otherwise it's mostly just the face and the facial mocap. And that's done for these two shots. So this is what it'll look like once it's done. I do some cleanup and then I layer some like extra keys on top to kind of spruce things up a little bit without spending forever. And that's what I'll be getting into today. So nice. Thank you, Valinky. I'm glad you like it. And so I'm trying this new shader in the view because this is kind of what Clio's more going to look like when they're rendered anyway. So, because this is kind of not really what Clio looks like. Plus there's all kinds of horrible wrinkles and stuff in this geometry. But it'll end up looking more like this in the final render, like a lot flatter and a lot smoother. So without further ado, I'm just going to go through section by section. I'll play a little first so you can see. So the kind of the raw motion capture is pretty shaky and doesn't really... I'm leaving the audio off because it would drive you crazy. But it doesn't match the... it doesn't match very well. Like the mocap's not that great. So it needs a lot of cleanup. So I'm just going to go through kind of line by line and do that. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to smooth out a lot of the channels. Like the head capture. Smooth all that out. Yeah, bummer indeed. I was hoping it would save me more work, but it's, yeah, it's quite a bit. And I think I should, to run the smooth filter, it works best if there's keys on every frame, which you wouldn't normally want to do to your curves just willy-nilly, but since this is all mocap data anyway, it doesn't really hurt anything to just bake it. So I think that's sample keyframes, and that just pops a key on every frame. And then the smooth filter works a lot better. Might as well ask you, NOE, now, have you ever animated a lot of small things like a bank of fish? Oh, you mean like a collective, like a swarm type of thing, or not by hand, not really, no. Yeah, a group of fish. Birds. No, not like a bunch of them, not by hand. It's so I use like, you know, automated stuff for things like that. I have animated single birds before. Yeah, I actually have a shot that's like a flock of birds in my first episode, and I used a add-on for that, like a particle. What did I use exactly? I used the particle system in Blender, and there's an add-on that I purchased because it's not too expensive, and I didn't want to have to learn the whole particle system since it's going away anyway. Like they're about to replace it. So learning it would kind of be a waste of time. And what is that called? I think it's called the particle library. The other reason I bought it is because it comes pre-loaded with a bunch of... Oh, I don't think I have it turned on. Hold on a moment. It comes preloaded with a bunch of like free assets. So like animated birds flapping, bugs and stuff. So I actually just used the birds that came with it. Save a bunch of time. Let's see, where is it? Maybe it is turned on. Is it turned on? There it is. Okay. I think it was like $30 or something. Oh, I have to set it back up again, so I can't really show you. But yeah, it comes with a bunch of stuff, and it's just a bunch of particle system presets, basically. You can make anything that it does, like with the native Blender stuff, so you don't have to buy it to get the same result. But it just makes things a lot faster and easier. We're creating a short film and ours is in the ocean with tons of fish. Oh yeah, something like that might be perfect for you. One thing, are you using Blender? Are you using Blender for your short film? So I'm going to start by going in and kind of fixing the head direction on this mocap. I might end up animating even more on top of it. But when I was recording, I was looking down a lot at my phone where the script was. So Clio looks down way more than I actually want. Blender for basically everything. Yeah, so one thing maybe you already know, but I just wanted to mention something that I had to learn the hard way with the Blender particle system is that it's really, really buggy, which is one of the reasons they're replacing it. I think it used to be better, but they've broken it since then. And one thing that I spent hours and hours trying to figure out, only to finally discover that it's just broken, is like when you try to cache particles, you have to be careful with the way you do it, or they won't come out right in the render. So just for future reference, from what I can tell, don't use the disk cache with particles. That's what seems to not work. Maybe you'll be able to get it to work, but I couldn't. And like particles just weren't showing up. I would do the sim and then it would look right, but then the next time I opened the file, the particles weren't there anymore, and they wouldn't show up in the render either. And there's some bug, and they're not fixing it until the whole system's replaced. But if you just cache it in the file, like without using the disk cache, then it seems to work. So Just a little heads up. Yeah, and I think that's what it does by default. It just saves it into the file, but I was trying to use a disk cache because I was doing like sand or like a bunch of particles and I didn't want to blow up the file size when I was trying it. So I was trying to use the disk cache so that I wouldn't have to keep resimming and having huge Blender files, but yeah, didn't work. We're going for a low poly aesthetic in part for that reason, but it's good to know that. Oh yeah, good call. So much easier. I kind of wish I had done that for this, but the drawback is that you usually have to make a lot more stuff because there aren't as many low poly assets available that you can just download. There is a lot though. You guys said you're modeling everything anyway, right? Yeah. Yeah, you guys, you're gonna be golden. You're not gonna run into half the crap I've had to deal with. You gotta be fine. Yeah, keep it simple, especially when you're just doing shorts in school. It's no need to go crazy with it. Oh, really? Yeah, so not as many as you'd like out there, huh? Hmm. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I went the kind of direction I did where everything's just realistic. It was just kind of out of necessity because there's just so much stuff. But also, I don't know, I was saying this on an earlier stream like a week or two ago. I realized, like, creatively speaking, it's maybe not ideal because what I'm noticing is that a lot of people, because these characters are like in the real world, I get a lot of questions about like, well, how can they do that? Or like, don't they have powers if they can do that and stuff? Like, there's lots of questions about like things being real enough as far as like how they behave. And I always intended for them to be more just like imaginary magic creatures and that stuff doesn't matter. But then I put them in the real world and then it does matter. So if that makes any sense. Oh, you think it adds to the style? Okay, well, good. The silver lining. Well, yeah, but this shot is a perfect example because I have them kind of crash down on the ship and land on some grass and their surfboards break and I'm making them roll and I'm thinking, okay, well, you know, they're cartoon characters, so it's okay. They're not going to get killed or whatever. But one of the first comments I got is like, well, wouldn't they get hurt landing on this grass? So I went in and I actually added this whole thing where the ground is like a trampoline and there's magic particles, just to address that. And if I had just made the whole world more stylized, probably wouldn't have had to do that. So I guess it's just a trade-off. But it's just not one I thought of before I was at this point. Polly the king. Hey Polly, how you doing? Before you ask, no, I still have not had a chance to listen to your music, but I have not forgotten, I promise. I've just been cranking away on this trailer stuff. Very busy. I'm just going through and getting rid of all these parts where the head dips down really far, because that's not really supposed to be happening with Clio right now. And just get rid of all that. And I'll just add in more head dips later if I want them. And same with these turns to the side. And then there's some blank spots in here. Anywhere where we're actually cut away from Clio and we're in the trailer part, or in the montage part, that I'm not animating that. So there's some spots here where Clio just goes like dead. Sometimes in-world solutions are the best. I get caught on the logistics of things way too often. Like, this character shouldn't be able to do this, but oh well, it's for the story when it's not the point of the animation. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's good. I think it's healthy sometimes to remind yourself, like, this is just a cartoon. It can really be whatever you want. Looks great. Thanks, Polly. How you been anyway? I'll go over quickly what I'm doing for you as well. I'm working on the trailer, which I think you probably are aware from last time. But I've just been animating Clio here. This is the first couple shots. Their animation's basically done. Doing it like a vlog style thing. And this part is what I'm working on now. So there's this long shot that's going to run for the rest of the trailer, but we'll only see parts of it between the montage. And so I'm doing the facial mocap right now, cleaning it up, sprucing it up, getting rid of all the weird moves that don't need to be there. Okay. Pretty much all these spots where the head drops down. I wonder if I should just move the whole thing up here. Okay. I've been good. I haven't made much music recently. The longest song I have made recently was another demo I sent you. Oh, cool. Oh, your best work yet. Awesome. Did you send it to the Instagram chat? Which I haven't had a chance to check that. But as long as it's in there, I'll see it all when I log in there. Honestly, I've been afraid to go on Instagram and like all those things. I got some trolly comments, and I don't know how you younger generation handle it so well. It's like horrible the way people talk to each other online sometimes. So yeah, I don't log into Instagram that often. It is the most recent one. It is a YouTube link. Also, in your ID stuff, I saw so no mean comments. Yeah, I deleted them. It wasn't a ton, but it was enough that I was like, oh man, it was bringing me down, you know? It's hard to stay motivated when you're working this long on something. The last thing you need is people trolling you. Okay. I think that covers it for the... Everything's a little tilted to the side here. I'll fix that one too. Ah, thanks, Polly. I appreciate it. Thanks for looking out. I'm just not used to that, you know. I just, you know, we didn't have that when I was in high school and college. It just didn't exist. That's the same reason I haven't been looking at the YouTube comments very much either. That's why I know it was like probably a long time before I replied to yours. That would be why. I haven't looked at them again since then either. Okay. And one last thing for these head turns is this is all actually mirrored. It came in mirrored. And it doesn't really matter for the whole thing except this one moment because Clio's going to be looking up screen left at Isla there. Or rather, there. So I just have to switch that over. Oh, see ya, Polly. No worries, no need to apologize. Have a good night. Oh, bye, Valinky. You have a good night as well. Or no, you're saying goodbye to Polly. Sorry, I'm new here. Okay, I'm distracted. And then, so for the eye motion, let's see. You have a way to go, huh? So are you doing animation homework? Oh, you know, I also need to sample these and smooth them before I... Rigging. Oh my god. Is that what you, what's your, and forgive me if you've already told me. What's your favorite? Like, what's the thing you'd love to do the most? Modeling in Blender, okay. Let's see how that looks. You know what, for these, and a lot of these, I'm just deleting all of this. I'm not even using it. And then I'm animating the eyes manually, which is what I did in these two shots. So I think I'm going to do the same thing for most of this, but there were just a few moments in the motion capture that it caught that I actually liked. And that smooth made them too floaty, so I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm just going to pick out the parts that I wanted to keep, and then I'm going to get rid of everything else. Oh, yeah, one of them was this part here. The curves of the, no, just these two empties here, they're what's driving the eye motion capture that came through from the app. And it's just too jittery and floaty and weird. Like it doesn't work well. So in most shots, I've just been deleting it completely. And I may delete this little section too because it's also floaty, but I wanted to keep the positioning because there's like a thinking moment there, and I feel like you can see it in the eyes, and I just don't want to lose that. So I might kind of clean it up and reanimate it, but I just want to keep that. Yeah. And there's maybe one or two other moments like that I'd like to keep. None of this, though. That's the other one. Some parts in constant curves? Yeah. I'm just going to use this as more a guide instead of having to look at all the video reference and comb through and figure out what I'm looking for. This is kind of like built-in video reference. Yeah, eyes. Yeah, the eyes need to be much more snappy. That's the other reason I'm not using this mocap. So you can see even from looking at the curves, like, this isn't what your eyes do. It's just a bad capture. So basically that section from blink to blink. Keep that, and then I'll clean it up later. Okay. Bit of all that. None of that is necessary. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so just those 2 moments. Get rid of the rest of this. Oops. Yeah, that was right. Okay, and then actually I think that is a good place for those eyes to come back. So I'll just key that in there. Okay, and so that's all I'm going to do on the eyes and head until I get Clio in the actual scene, because that's going to dictate where the head's turning and what the eyes are looking at. But now we have something that's just kind of a little more cleaned up and a little more resembling what I want. as a base. And then the other thing real quick is to turn off the iFollow, or turn on the iFollow. Something like that. Is her design based on something? I hired a character designer. It's been a long time now. I think it's been over a year. That's how long ago this all started. So yeah, I gave the character designer a brief based on, you know, the personality of each character, and this is what he came up with for Clio. Actually, it was a lot different. Let's see if I can find it, the original drawing. Yeah, back on the topic of those comments, I was getting a lot of comments saying that people hated the character designs. Well, that's strong language. It wasn't a lot of comments saying they hated it, but it was enough that it was like, okay, I need to change this. So I kind of did a redesign, a little bit of a redesign, but they're still very close to the originals in certain ways. Let's see, I wonder if I can even find that. Like, for instance, this is what Clio used to look like. So Clio's kind of like a narcissist, so I kind of thought it would be funny if Clio's like obsessed with being cute, but is very not cute. With this like crazy nose and bug eyes and stuff, but I think it was just too much for some people. Oh, did I tell you? Okay. I'm wondering where would I find that drawing? Let's see. Characters, drawings. Here they are. Yeah, new design is better. Yeah. Well, and so here are the drawings. These are the original character designs. And so another thing I was thinking about is like they work better as 2D drawings, like these designs. Once they were transferred into 3D, they were just, I guess, too weird. So I don't blame the character designer. I thought these drawings were great. I really liked them. And I chose these characters out of a bunch of options that the designer gave me. So, but yeah, once they were converted into 3D, I think that's when some changes were needed. Dude is dripping. That one is almost exactly the same. That one I didn't change at all. The rest of them, and this one is pretty much the same as well. Zinda didn't change much. It's really like this one, Nat here, and Clio here. And Amp, I kind of toned down the head shape a bit. Also because I felt like this was like the Adidas logo, and I know that they like will sue anybody in the world, so I should stay away from that. Yeah, not changed a whole lot. Yeah, I had finished them all. They were like done, modeled, rigged, everything. I even started animating them, and then I just went back and changed them all. But let's see, where's Olgi there? Yeah, so that's what Olgi is like in 3D. Oh, the only change I made to Olgi was that the lower teeth used to be protruding, and I got rid of those because I got some comments saying it looked like they were stabbing through the lips. So I thought, all right, I'll just take that out. But yeah, Clio does still have the stars, they just don't show up in the viewport, but they'll be there in the render. Yeah, let's see. Let's pick a nice face and then... I'll turn on the render for a moment. You can see what it'll actually look like. So yeah, still got the stars there. I think spending time on the models pays off so much. There's so many ugly shows where animation is okay, but the models are trash, and I think, but it was so easy to fix. Pretty girl, thanks. Well, I'm glad you think so. I do think it was a good thing to rework this one for sure, because it pretty much everybody said the same thing. Like, oh, you need to fix that one. A couple people like the old amp design better, the orange character, but I don't know. The head was too crazy for me. Okay, so the head and the eyes are kind of ready. And now I'm going to go in and I'm going to go into the FaceIt control rig. I can hide all this mocap stuff now. And I'm going to do a pass, just a little smooth pass on the channels here to get all the little jitters out. And then I'll go in and I'll start kind of plussing everything up. Gotta sample the keys. I'm gonna save up a version. Balinky, is this your last year? Or you got more next year for school? Like, are you doing your final, like, senior project? One more year. I'm just finding a spot to look at that's... You can really see the jitters and only smooth them out and not lose all the rest of my detail. It's kind of the idea here. Dies. Yeah. That sounds like a lot. How short are the shorts? I guess that makes a big difference. I'm scared of those curves. Yeah. Some people hate the graph editor. I don't mind it. One minute. Okay. That's reasonable. I mean, I don't mean to presume what's reasonable for you, but I feel like that mirrors what you'd probably have to produce in real life in a semester at a job. I mean, you're not going to have to make a minute worth of content in 6 months, but that volume of work is probably, you know. Yeah, great practice. Can't wait till I can upgrade my Blender, because there's a new smooth thing in the new version, and none of this will be necessary. This waiting here. Just a little overwhelming having to learn everything on the spot practically. Oh yeah, totally. I know, having to learn and there's a deadline at the same time, that can be stressful. Hang in there. That'll get easier for sure. Yeah, you don't believe me? Blender isn't so scary anymore. Yeah, well, see if you can learn Blender. I feel like you can learn anything, because honestly, it's one of the hardest programs to use I've ever used. There's harder ones, but I mean, Blender is harder than Houdini. Houdini had an industry reputation for being like insanely hard to use. I found it so much easier than Blender. Oh my gosh, this is taking forever. You're starting with Maya. Okay, well, I had a hard time learning Maya too. I actually just kind of gave up on it. So I can't speak to that. Maybe Blender and Maya are the same. What do you think? If you know both of them, you'd be you know better than me. Animating and acting scene lip sync too. Yeah, it's not bad for animation. I can do animation in Maya. That's what all the studios are using still, I guess, but yeah, nothing else. Oh my gosh. Animation-wise, almost the same. Graph editor is a little smoother on Maya. Hmm. The last time I animated in Maya, I used what's that plugin everyone's using now? Animbot. That was really cool. That was very helpful. It isn't Rainbow Spaghetti? That must be your settings then, because it's always been Rainbow Spaghetti for me no matter where I am. Your teacher has it. Oh my gosh, this is... Did I save? I might have to restart Blender. But yeah, Animbot, it's got tons of helpful stuff like baking and mirroring and space switching and constraint helpers and stuff like that. That's really hard to do in Maya on its own. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, once you're doing a whole character, it's gonna be Rainbow Spaghetti, but if you just set your settings to only show what you have selected, that helps a lot. Oh my gosh. Come on, Blender. You can do it. I've never had to wait this long for this thing to respond. I know it's a lot of keys. I probably should have done this in sections. It was probably a horrible mistake to try to do this on 2,000 frames all at once. Oops. Oh, what a fool I've been. No. You think? Yeah, especially since there isn't even animation on half of them. Oh, no. Let's see here. Let's see what's going on. I mean, it's still working on it. But it's single threaded, so it's using 5% of my CPU. When, you know, if it were multi-threaded, this would have been done ages ago. Have you tried unsubdivide the curves? I did not try that. Okay, well, I feel like, I don't know the last time I saved, but I feel like it'll just be faster to redo whatever I lose than wait for this. Hi, let us dance. You came in at a wonderful time. Oh, there it is. Oh my god, it came back. There we go. Okay. Let's see if I can... Alright. Yes. Let us dance, you did it. We're saved. It only took, what was that, like 15 minutes? Okay, so I'm not going to do it on all 2,000 frames at once. Let's just do it section by section. Let's save that big one for last. Try a small one to start with, like this. Oh yeah, thank you. It's just talking about how I was gonna have to restart Blender and all that. How have you been, Let Us Dance? It was so nice to see you on your stream the other night. I love your duck headphones. Cute. Oh, and Kai's here too. Hello, Kai. Who is this character? This is Clio. Let's see if this responds any faster. Should be way faster. The not so sober stream. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Well, while we're waiting for this, I think I can just switch apps. Kai, this is Clio, who's not much in the first episode, so I figured why not have Clio kind of host the trailer, and I'm doing it kind of like in the style of this, like a vlog type of thing. And so that's kind of where we start, and the first two shots are animated. And then I'm working on the big third one now. And I'm doing the facial mocap cleanup for that. And there's all this montage stuff that goes over a good chunk of it, so that obviously I won't be animating. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. And since last time I saw y'all, I finished the main title animation, so that's done. Oh, I can't believe this thing, man. You guys. Yeah, you guys saw it in the way earlier stages. Yay. Alright. Yeah, it's slowly but surely coming together piece by piece. Okay, I'm gonna restart Blender. And we're gonna not do even that many frames at once. But yeah, on that note, I can move my little progress bar further forward because I'd say I'm about halfway done with the trailer now. So I'm gonna move that to about here. Because after this shot's animated, I just have to render a few shots and the trailer's gonna be done. Yay! Progress. Getting the main title animation done was a big part of that. Okay, let's try just like, not that I want to do it this way, but just like 20 keys at a time, I guess. Unbelievable, man. I wonder if it, maybe it's trying to do all the keys anyway, and not just the ones I've selected. That must be it. Well, sorry for the technical difficulties. Let's try just one object. Okay, it's gotta be trying to do the whole shot, whether I have some keys selected or not. That's the only way to explain this. Um, hmm. Well, oh, see, there it goes. Let's see if this takes longer or if it takes the same amount of time. Yeah, same amount of time. So I guess it has to like calculate the whole thing or whatever. So, let's see how that looks. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. On the ones where I really want fine-tuned control over the smoothing, which is why I'm using this thing in the first place, I'm going to use this thing and I'll just do them one by one, but luckily it's not that many controls I need to do that with. The rest of them I'll just do the typical keyboard shortcut smooth thing. You don't get any control over how much it does. And it makes everything too smooth, and that's why I don't want to use it for like the eyelids. Phone call. But yeah, if I just do the eyelids and the jaw and maybe the mouth corners, the rest I can just do with the regular. And that'll be much faster. Still pretty jittery. But I think I'll go in and manually smooth the rest out because I don't want to lose the sharpness that's in there in certain parts. So, what else? Mouth corners. Yeah, and the rest I'll just do with the regular one. Enough of this nonsense. Okay. So, maybe the cheek buff as well, because nah. Okay, I just do the rest of them regular. So select all and deselect the ones I just did. There, done. Jonas Studio, hello. Do you move body manual rig or using like Rococo. Like mocap. I'm using facial mocap from ARKit, but it needs a lot of cleanup, and that's what I'm doing today. Body stuff, no mocap yet. Eventually, if I find a good solution for me, then I'm not opposed to it. So yeah, just keyframing. Okay, well that's looking a lot better. And so now I'll just go through and start kind of just going through section by section and really refining it, making the eyelids nice, making the lip sync nice, that kind of stuff. Hi, how are you doing? Good. I'm doing good. I'm really excited to be making good progress on this trailer and things aren't taking forever. It's like it's so nice. It's just been so long. Um, you know, like to have things actually kind of going smoothly has been wonderful. I probably shouldn't be like jinxing myself, but whatever. Yeah, so I've been good. How have you been? Yeah, new scene each time. Yeah, because I've been doing a lot off stream. Like I've only been streaming like once every week at the most. I meant to do more, but it just seems like for one reason or another, some days it's just not a good day to do it. I have to make sure each blink is at least 2 frames, because if I decide to render every other frame, just don't want to make we don't want it to get any missed blinks in there. I saw the Mario movie and I think everyone overhyped it and I wanted to laugh and it was meh to me. They could have pushed the animation more. Really? Wow. I still want to see it. But yeah, I've heard mixed. Some people think it's great and love it, and other people are like, eh. Oops. They should have hired me to help. Oh my gosh, I don't know, man. Thank you, I appreciate the vote of confidence. That's very kind of you. I I think there's something with the mocap where it captures the eyes like kind of half closed a lot more often than I would like. I don't intend for Clio to ever have this like expression unless there's a good reason for it. So anywhere we see this, I'm probably going to get rid of it. I would say that's off model for Clio, as they say. Some of the animation in the trailer looked really nice to me, but I can't remember because it's been a long time since I saw the trailer. I know they've got some great animators over there at it's Illumination, right? I don't know. I don't know that whole setup. Like, does Illumination actually animate, or are they just the like distribution studio? The real question here is there anybody in the room who's seen the original Mario Brothers movie? The live action Mario Brothers movie with John Leguizamo and Bob Costa, I think, played Mario, and Dennis Hopper played Bowser. And it was nuts. It was so weird to watch a human playing Bowser. It was such a weird movie. I mean, I was a little kid when it came out, but I remember just thinking, wow, that was not what I was expecting. Yeah. So that, well, I don't know. So 1993. Oh, I was older than I thought. Um, yeah, I'm sure it wasn't a good movie. I don't think I've seen it since then. I maybe watched it on video once after that, but yeah. Yeah, I figured probably most people who watch the Mario movie now probably weren't even born when that one came out. I'm sure if I watched it again now, it would not hold up at all, but it is kind of just as a historical artifact, it might be interesting to watch again. And Dennis Hopper is an amazing actor. If you've never seen Dennis Hopper in anything, like if you never saw the original Speed movie, oh man, that's such a good movie. And I just rewatched it like a year ago and it totally holds up. And Dennis Hopper is amazing in it. And Bob Costa, of course. Costas? Costa? I don't know. Of Roger Rabbit fame. Also a brilliant actor. Both of them are gone now. Oh no. So great. Okay, well maybe. I guess it doesn't hold up. It's not surprising. I'm sure it was a cash grab at the time, and they had Dennis Hopper play Bowser because they surely didn't have the budget to have like an actual creature. So they just had a guy in a leather coat. Well, don't judge that cast based on the clips you're watching. Like, give Speed a chance is all I can say. What do I think of Chris Pratt? I think he's in too much stuff. That's what I think of Chris Pratt. I was so pissed about them making him the voice of Mario. And he only says like 3 words in the trailer, so I couldn't form an opinion. I don't know, what do you think of Chris Pratt as Mario after watching the movie? Really? I guess that's a good thing, right? He did a convincing character. Didn't just sound like Chris Pratt. Also, Anna Taylor-Joy. I didn't know. I don't know who that is. Was that Peach? Oh, she was the Queen's Gambit. I didn't see it, but I do know who you're talking about. I should watch it. I know, I should watch it. I should watch that and about 15 other shows that I've been meaning to for a long time. Everyone keeps telling me to watch Ted Lasso. Oops. Do you play chess, Kai? Or were you just like, this is an amazing show? Okay, and then this part we actually cut away. So I put it in there in case I change my mind later, but I think we cut back. Gets me. Indy just gets me, you know? Indy just gets me, you know? Okay, so I'm not going to clean up any of this because it's probably not going to be in the final. I played a little bit. How about me? Yeah, I played maybe like one game of chess every 3 years, I guess. But yeah, I like it. I used to play with my grandpa when I was a kid. Quite sure what to do here because it's kind of deviating from the performance. That'll work. I think that's all right. I might come back to that later. Okay, and then we cut away again. That was the big one. That's a good point to save. Clio, how did I come up with the Clio character design? I did not come up with the Clio character design. I had a character designer design Clio, and I made some changes to Clio after the fact. So I was just telling Valinky this earlier. I don't think Valinky's in here anymore. But so the character designer, these are the original designs from the character designer. And I was really happy with the drawings, but then once I translated them into 3D, okay, it's just a little too much for a lot of people. And so I tried to rein it in a bit, and I got some more help from another character designer, some advice, and kind of simplified them a bit, and ended up with what I'm at now. But that was a long process because I fully finished the characters before I did that. So basically I had to do the characters twice. Let's see here. Also, we're cut away here to, let's see. Okay, yeah, we're cut away during that part. Oh, he reminds me, Clio reminds me of the blueberry girl from Willy Wonka. That's so funny. I love that. Yeah, giant ball character. This is just a quick cut back to Clio fiddle line. Oh my god, like how crazy my hair is today. And then we cut back into the montage. So this next part's not going to be in there either. Yeah, we cut away about here. The joke is that Cleo's like obsessed with their hair, even though there's nothing to be like. There's this imagined Cleo's having this imagined horrible hair day. So at the beginning, Clio has one hair out of place. And so then the rest of the commentary is about how crazy, oh, my hair is so crazy today. My hair is just a mess. So that's the joke anyway. I don't know if that's showing up well on the stream, but there's a little hair here that Clio pushes back into place. And so in the render, I'll really amplify it with some lighting and stuff. So it'll be easy to see. Oh, it shows. Oh, good. Yeah, it's like yellow on gray right now, so it's very hard to see, but it's in there. And yeah, I'll hit it with like a rim light, so it'll be like basically bright white, and you won't be able to miss it in the render. So we keep cutting back to Clio, and the line is, why sometimes things kind of seem so crazy. Oh my gosh, like how crazy my hair is today. And then back into the narration. Okay, so that's it for that section. And then we're down to the last one. This last section at the end is kind of just wrapping up. Cleo's saying, okay, well, that's it for now. I've got to get back inside and fix this hair. And then, you know, please subscribe and come along and all this stuff. They do. Clio just wants to be pretty. Am I pretty enough? Yep. Oh, by the way, Kai, how's the mermaid going? Are you still doing that? And is the Little Mermaid out yet? I kind of want to see that. Think you're burnt out? Yeah. Oh well. No shame in that. Life has been really busy and there's too much pressure to do all the paintings. Yeah, lay low and not stream till you feel better. Yeah, take your time. Oh my gosh, this music. That track was called The Last Kiss. This is in, we're in the dreamy music category now, so hopefully this makes you feel dreamy. If not, then we can always, I'm taking requests always for genres. Genres, moods, themes. As long as it's royalty free. I feel like I'm in like an 80s aerobics class. And lift and squeeze and good and squeeze and lift and tuck and jump and leap. Feel that burn. All right, that's it. That's it for the eyelids. Well, the upper eyelids. There was a little bit of stuff I did on the lowers just to make sure I got some expressions in that I wanted, but they'll probably need another pass later. I'll probably wait until we're in the actual shot because that'll be informed also by what Clio's looking at. But now we got all the blinks are functional and we got all the crazy jitters out and kind of got the eyes popping in the parts of the dialogue that I want them to pop. Just gonna play it through once and make sure I didn't miss anything. How do I find all the royalty-free music? I am doing a subscription to Epidemic Sound. Originally, I thought I wasn't going to be streaming this long. So I thought, oh, I get a free trial to Epidemic Sound. I'll maybe only have to pay for a couple months. But it's fine. It's not too bad. But yeah, the plan has always been that once I get the first episode out, I'll probably stop the live streams. Or if I do keep doing them, they'll be different. It won't just be me working. Like I might actually get the characters involved or something like that. Eventually. And then I wouldn't have any need for Epidemic Sound anymore. Okay, we got some jitters right there at the beginning. Oh, you know what? Did I skip the first section? Did I start? Because there's a lot of jitters right here too. Oh, that part's not in the edit, that's why. I think I just missed this first section. This Epidemic Sound thing, though, has really come in handy for the trailer, because I want it to feel like kind of a YouTube vlog, and so like a lot of YouTubers use this music for their vlogs, and so it's kind of perfect for that. Like I found a track that totally feels like it would be in Clio's vlog, and so I can use it, and yay. Yeah, it's like a little side benefit. Wasn't originally the plan, but I guess we'll take advantage of it. Well, I have it. I think the deal is as long as I'm paying the subscription, like I can use any of their music as and put it in anything I want. I just have to upload it while I'm still, you know, paying them. And then I can stay up forever or whatever. Go take those contacts out. Okay, I think... Okay, I think that's everything. What's going on over here? Okay, I think I got it. I'm gonna play it through, see if there's anything else, and then it'll be time to move on. I'll do some lip sync stuff, and then, oh my gosh. I'm at 2 hours already. I guess I'll just do a little lip sync stuff and then probably end the stream because I want to eat dinner before it gets too late. Well, you're done for today. See you next time. See you next time, Valinky. Thanks for hanging out. Good to see you again. Best of luck with your project. Okay. We just cut in about here. Cut out. Yep, okay. Man, not much to look at, I guess. It's like a lot of work for not much going on, but hey, it's a long shot, so fair enough. And yeah, it's I think actually I'm gonna pass on the lip sync for now. I am hungry and I want to eat dinner, so I'm just gonna go ahead and end it here. And yeah, hopefully next time you see me there'll be some action here. We won't have stone-faced Clio. We'll actually have Clio moving around and talking, and then rendering, and then the trailer is done, and oh my god, I cannot wait. So that's it for this installment. Thank you to everybody who watched, and thank you to everyone who stopped in and said hi, and I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful night, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.